Hello? Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
आवाज येतोय?
Yes, ma'am.
Yesterday we have started the 6th chapter from Dr. Kane's literature, that is the unprejudiced observer. What he said about the unprejudicedness? What he explained about unprejudicedness? Anyone?
Yes, ma'am.
What Dr. Kent has explained?
Say that we shall not be judgmental.
Right.
Physicians observe clearly to patient. Case taking patient properly. To everything here to food. And collect all symptoms.
Very good. Then?
And he explained nature of sickness and concentration on sign and symptoms. Give medicine and give medicine on based on totality of symptoms, but no individualization of principle. Dr. Kent say that prejudice observer more occur because man has fixed idea of medicine. Example dictionary. We should have a proper authority. Our principles are true, but old school do not have fixed principles and authority. Dr. Hahnemann give proper law and principles. Every physicians follow fixed law, principles, and drugs. Everybody unprejudiced, and we are fixed things, principles, law, and cardiac principle.
Very good. कुठून वाचला?
Notes काढलेत ना.
Very good. Very good, Namdev. Very nice. So yesterday we have seen unprejudiced observer. नामदेवने छान explain केलाय. Any doubt in it? अजून कोणी काय?
No, ma'am.
Anyone wants to explain again? He explained very
Ma'am,
nice.
may I?
Yes.
Ma'am, unprejudiced observer is the observer which is which is on the basis of experience they are taking the decision. To observe carefully. He's taking not all the sign and symptom, but also physical and mental level.
Right.
He's taking the case of the patient to taking totality of the symptom by observation, experience, and all his senses. He's taking all sign and symptom, physical and mental, on the basis of physical and mental. He takes the exciting cause of the disease. He's taking all the perceptible signs in its whole extent. After taking all this, he will get the considerable portrait of the disease.
Correct.
Unprejudiced, he will take the unprejudiced observer. He will take only symptom. It will show the healthy condition of the individual. Symptoms which will show the healthy condition of the individual. It's the duty of the physician to correct the disorder state of the patient, to keep the similar medicine in the order of the in the order. If we are taking the into the consideration that organ is affected, it is a foolishness of the physician. He should first treat the before the organ is damaged. There is something which is prior to that is vital forces rearranged, and that is miasm. So you give the example of stomach makes the liver sick, and after So the physician have to take the totality of the symptoms and the characteristic symptom. So that's all, ma'am.
Very good, very nice, students. Anyone else? Namdev and Juhe has explained very nicely. Anyone? Okay. So we have seen that that observer should not be biased. He should take only the signs and symptoms which are perceptible by his senses, by the patient himself, by the relatives. He should take only the note of deviations from the healthy state to the disease state, and by all these things he have to make the portrait of the disease. The Dr. Kent also said that we should not give the more importance to the organ, but we have to give the more importance to the signs and symptoms, because these are only the outwardly reflected picture of the internal deranged vital force. When all these signs and symptoms you are taking in a whole extent, this will form a true portrait of the disease, and these signs and symptoms are help to find out the curative medicine. When you are matching the symptoms with the materia medica, they will only help you, not the pathological evidence or not the localization of the disease will help you to find out the disease. If you are taking this, then this is not the that means you are having a biased nature. You are judgmental before taking the case, and this is not the unprejudicedness. Today it is very difficult. Dr. Kane said that today it is very difficult to find out the unprejudiced observer, because all the physician, all the main, they are having the fixed ideas about in everything. About the medicine also they are having the fixed idea, but we have to overcome this. How we can overcome this? When we are having a authority, when we are having, yesterday I have given the example of that gathering. Whenever we are having authority, we will behave in a proper way. Whenever we are having a proper rules, then we will behave properly. In our college hostel, in our college also, we are having the rules and regulations, and that's why the college run properly. If we do not have any fixed rules and regulations, हम कैसे भी behave करेंगे? And hence to become a unprejudiced observer, we are having a certain proper rules, we are having principles and doctrines which are authorized, which are fixed, not ever changing theories are not there, and that's why we are getting the result and the patient gets cure. So by giving the example of that dictionary, he explained very nicely how that authority is helpful, how it is helpful to become a successful physician, how it became helpful to become an unprejudiced observer. Whenever you are having a proper authority, proper doctrines, you will behave properly and you will have a direction that will help you to treat the patient. Clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Shall we move forward?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
And one thing I forget to tell today, even the law can deceive the person. If you do not have a proper knowledge, then you can read that law in a different way. So if you are having a prejudiced mind, because there may be the mistake while reading the laws, by understanding the doctrine, and this should not be happen with his, and hence our principle are easily comprehensible. That means वो किसी को भी easily समझ जाते हैं. How to examine the patient, what knowledges we should have. So to get read from that prejudiceness, the principle should be easily comprehensible. It should not be misread by physician. Okay. Up to what we have completed? I think doctor, I have always been treated. No. I think just we have completed the example of that dictionary, no? Right? Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
We have completed up to this, na? Everybody is prejudiced.
Yes, ma'am. What
थ्योरी
was
वाला
it?
पॉइंट भी शायद कवर हो गया था ना कि
Yes, ma'am. That point is also covered.
yes. Now to illustrate this, he has given one example of a woman. So that lady, that patient come to his office, his chamber in the morning, and she said that, "Ki doctor, I always treated by old school, but the doctor were unable to decide whether the liver made my stomach sick or the stomach made my liver sick. So they are always in a confusion. But how this confusion should be removed? So Dr. Kent has given the explanation here. Ki no organ can make your body sick because man is prior to the organ. The parts of the body can be removed, but the will and understanding, what about that? They are remain still inside the body. They exist. And if the cause is lies inside the body, then what is the use of removing the organ? There is no such thing as one organ making the another organ sick. Before that, two organs, before the stomach, before the liver, what is present? The man is present. That is, the vital force is present. If that vital force is deranged, if that vital force is um, continuously acting by the mechanism, then how it is possible that if by removing the organ you will get the cure? Stomach na liver को sick बना रहा है, ना liver stomach को sick बना रहा है. The cause which is present inside the body, that cause making the organs sick, and hence only by removing the parts of the body nobody will get the cure. When we realize that the course of the thing is from center to circumference, I always tell you कि what is the nature of the cause of the disease? That is from center to circumference. In the totality of the symptoms also we have seen this in the last paragraph. The cause of, even in the sick also we have discussed what is the law of cause of the disease, that is from center to circumference. The causes are always acting on your vital force, not directly on your organs, not directly on your surface. It first affect your vital force, then the vital force will show you the signs and symptoms कि I am deranged. On the circumference, it may affect the organ, or it may affect the skin, or it may affect the nail or the hairs, and hence our law of cure should be from center to circumference. So in this case, how the Kent has explained that lady, everything that is present inside our body, that is from center to circumference. We must admit that the stomach has caused to be disorder from center, and that liver was caused to be disorder from the center, but not that they made each other sick. Stomach is disorder because there is a disorder in the vital force. The liver is in a disorder. Again, the cause is same. That is, there is a derangement of vital force. They are not making each other sick because the organs are not interfering their function. The stomach is doing that their function. The liver is doing their metabolism. They are not interfering. Something prior to the organ is there which makes that organ sick. One who has been taught such idea cannot read himself to become a longer time. जिसको ये idea clear है कि the cause of the disease lies within, वो cause फिर organ पे symptoms दिखाएगा, वो फिर skin पे symptoms दिखाएगा. ये जिसकी idea clear है, he will be rid from the prejudiceness. It is a matter of years to get out these whims and notions. ये बहुत साल लगे हैं ये फाइंड आउट करने के लिए. दिस whims and notion means ये ट्रूथ, ये जो भी है मिथ हम जिसको बोलते हैं. टू रिमूव ऑल दिस थिंग्स इट रिक्वायर द लॉट, बहुत सारे साल लगे हैं ये समझने के लिए कि द कॉज ऑफ द डिसीज विच इज प्रेजेंट इनसाइड द बॉडी, which is not present on the surface, which is from the center. So ये जो चेंजेस है, विम्स मीन्स द चेंज ऑफ द थिंकिंग, और द जो सोच है, जो माइंड है, वो सोच कर वो चेंज करने के लिए इट रिक्वायर्स द टाइम. We cannot rid ourselves of confusion until we learn what confusion is. ये confusion अगर है कि स्टमक लीवर को कर रहा है या लीवर स्टमक को कर रहा है, या आपको confusion अगर दूर करना है, so you have to be unprejudiced. वो कब हो गए? When you understand कि सेंटर से ही circumference में cause जाता है. In this paragraph, Hahnemann does not speak of changes of tissue or changes in the organ, but changes in the state. He always talk about the state of the person, not of that particular organ. Man could see and fade done changes, but these represent to the intelligent physician the nature of the disease or disease cause. If that stomach is in a disorder state, that means that stomach is acting by, that stomach is get disorder by the some exciting factor, because of the derangement of that vital force. How the vital force will show its derangement? By the signs and symptom. It will represent the signs and symptoms. That sign and symptom will feel by that patient. When it comes to the physician, that intelligent physician will understand the nature of the disease. How? By taking the note of that signs and symptoms. Then only it is able, that physician will be able to change that disorder state which is present inside into the order state. If he is an unprejudiced observer, he will not give the more importance to the pathology. He will take only the symptoms. If there is a peptic ulcer, so he will not give the medicine on the basis of that pathology that we have discussed yesterday. What he will do? He will take he will take all the notions, all the symptoms and signs which felt or which he can observe in that patient. He will take the note only that. He will not run behind कि पेप्टिक अल्सर का साइज कितना है, पेप्टिक अल्सर में कितना डीप हो गया है. He will take only the changes that happens in that patient, that is the signs and symptom, that only represent the nature of the disease. So called numerous diseases are present, they are having a different pathology, but our phenomena or our way should be the same, that is by taking the signs and symptom. If you are taking or if you are behaving like this, then there will be no trouble in the unprejudicedness. You will be free from the bias, you will be free from the any transcendental speculations, because it is do not have any meaning. To get rid of this prejudiceness, the one thing we must follow, that we have to study the homeopathy. Why? Because it is having the base, it is having a concrete structure, it is having the cardinal principles which are fixed, it is having the authority. So to get rid from all this prejudiceness, we should follow our principles. Therefore, let me beg of you, while sitting in this room, that because he is giving a lecture to the allopathic physician and a homeopathic student, that's why he said here that while sitting in this room, to lay aside all that you have herefore imagine or presume. तो वो बोल रहे हैं जो भी अभी तक आपने किया है उसको आप बाजू में रख दो. What आपकी जो थिंकिंग है, दैट इज द विम्स, एंड जो आपके नोशन से यानी आपके जो दिमाग में चल रहा है अबाउट द पर्टिकुलर पैथोलॉजी, वो आपको बाजू में रखना है व्हेनेवर यू आर टेकिंग द केस ऑफ द पेशेंट. व्हाट आई थॉट अबाउट इट, हमको ऐसा लगता है, आई एम थिंकिंग लाइक दैट, ये भी आपको साइड में रखना है. द थिंग दैट यू हैव लर्न, आपको क्या करना है, यू हैव टू लर्न द मेन. आपको पेशेंट को पढ़ना है जैसे आप बुक पढ़ते हो, एंड ओनली फॉलो द लॉ एंड प्रिंसिपल, थिंग्स दैट कैनॉट डिसीव, कैनॉट वैरी. दिस लाइन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. You start read, you have to read that person, you start reading the patient, just you are reading the book. Once your reading is completed, Your next step is you should follow the law and principle to prescribe the medicine. Then there will be a no confusion, there will be a no deceiveness, nothing will be there. You will be on the right path. समझ रहा है?
Yes, ma'am.
So in short, what he said, if you are having a proper principle, then the nobody will deceive you. आपको ये confusion भी नहीं होगा कि कौन सा organ किसको sick कर रहा है. So what you have to take only the symptoms, or you have to take only the language of the disease, because they are affected first. You don't run behind the pathology. The pathology may be vary according to the disease, but our phenomena should be the same. So to get rid from this, we have to follow the proper principle. Start reading the patient, start follow the principles and the law, that you will be on the way of unprejudicedness. You will not be a bias. Even a law will deceive you. जो मैंने पहले आपको आज बताया, even the law can deceive you. Law भी हमको कभी कभी deceive करते हैं. कैसे? If the man is having the prejudiced mind. जैसे मैंने आपको बोला कि the minimum dose या फिर that is a doctrine of vital force. These are our the cardinal principle. So if you are having the prejudiced mind, आपके दिमाग में अगर डाउट है फॉर आवर पैथी, या फिर एक्सेप्टेंस आपको बिल्कुल भी नहीं है फॉर दैट वाइटल फोर्स, सो यू विल थिंक इन अ डिफरेंट वे. हाँ, ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है. जो इसको आप देख नहीं सकते हो, आप उसको कैसे एक्सेप्ट कर रहे हो? that thing that will come into that point will come into your mind कि जो vital force हमको दिख ही नहीं रहा है, why you are giving the so much importance to this? ये अगर आप सोच के बुक पढ़ोगे, ये अगर सोच के अगर आप प्रिंसिपल पढ़ोगे, सो वो लॉ भी आपको गलत ही लगेगा. दैट लॉ विल डिसीव यू. सो दैट इज अ प्रेजुडाइज माइंड. ये सब जो आपके नोशंस है, डॉक्टर केन ने वही कहा है यहाँ पे. मैंने इफ यू आर सिटिंग हियर, इफ यू आर इंटरेस्टेड इन माई लेक्चर, सो आपकी जो इमेजिनेशन है, आपके जो प्रिजम्पशंस है, जो वाइन्स है, जो नोशंस है, वो सब आपके बाजू में रख दो. ये है आपका प्रेजुडाइजनेस. इफ यू वांट टू लर्न समथिंग फ्रॉम डॉक्टर केन, यू हैव टू बी इन अ फ्रेश माइंड. आपके आइडियाज जो है वो आपके दिमाग में नहीं आने चाहिए. नाउ रीड द लॉ, देन योर आइडियाज विल बी क्लियर. क्योंकि पहले से ही अगर दिमाग में भूसा भरा है, पहले से ही आपके बॉडी में या आपके दिमाग में वो नहीं अगर चल रहा है, सो यू विल ऑलवेज टेक द निगेटिव साइड ऑफ दैट लॉ. अगर आपका माइंड निगेटिव है, सो यू विल ऑलवेज थिंक निगेटिव. अगर आप कोई भी चीज़ के बारे में पॉजिटिव है, सो यू विल ऑलवेज थिंक लाइक दैट. अगर इफ आपका पेपर या आपकी पढ़ाई कम हुई है बिफोर द एग्जामिनेशन, और आप हमेशा निगेटिव सोचते हो कि मेरा पेपर अच्छा नहीं जाएगा, मेरी पढ़ाई कम हुई है, इफ यू आर थिंकिंग लाइक दिस, पेपर आपका अच्छा ही नहीं जाएगा. लेकिन आप अगर ऐसा सोचोगे कि जितनी मेरी पढ़ाई हुई है उतने इसमें आई विल गिव यू द एग्जाम एंड आई विल क्लियर, डेफिनेटली यू विल गेट द पासिंग मार्क्स. सो यू शुड बी अ पॉजिटिव. अगर आप निगेटिव नोशंस, निगेटिव वाइन्स अगर आप करोगे, डेफिनेटली इट विल रिफ्लेक्ट. सो वही केंट ने कहा है कि इफ यू आर हैविंग अ प्रेजुडाइज माइंड, वो लॉ भी आपको फॉल्स ही लगेंगे. सो हाउ यू हैव टू रीड, यू विल मिसरीड दैट लॉज एंड डॉक्ट्रिन. जो इतने सालों से हनीमन ने दिए हैं, आप उसको मिसरीड करोगे बिकॉज ऑफ दिस प्रेजुडाइज माइंड. एंड व्हेन द थिंग्स आर कॉल्ड ब्लैक, दे लुक टू हिम वाइट. यानी फिर क्या होगा? मैं आपको बोलूंगी कि नहीं, कुछ नहीं होता है, दो आपकी स्टडी कम हुई है, बट यू कैन क्रैक दिस एग्जाम. बट आपके अंदर क्या चालू है? नहीं, मैम कुछ भी बोल रहे हैं, मेरी पढ़ाई तो नहीं हुई है, हाउ आई कैन क्लियर दैट एग्जाम. सो अगर ऐसा है, सो मैं ब्लैक बोलूंगी, आपको व्हाइट ही दिखेगा. मैं व्हाइट बोलूंगी, आपको ब्लैक दिखेगा, बिकॉज यू आर थिंकिंग इज अ निगेटिव. सो एवरी इमेज आपको इन्वर्ट ही दिखेगी इफ यू आर हैविंग अ प्रेजुडाइज माइंड. because he realizes only with his senses. सिर्फ आप सुपरफिशियल थिंक कर रहे हो, आप निगेटिव थिंकिंग कर रहे हो, आपको जो आंखों से दिख रहा है, जो फील हो रहा है फिंगर से, वही आपको ये कर रहे हो, लेकिन आपका माइंड क्या बोल रहा है आपको कि बाबा जितनी पढ़ाई हुई है उतने इस पे पेपर लिखना. You are neglecting that thought, and that's why you can misread that law and doctrine. So this is a prejudiceness. So सनराइज अगर है so वो आपको सिर्फ आंखों से दिख रहा है, but that is only the reflection होता है. सनराइज बहुत पहले ही हो जाता है. That is judging by our eyes, although we know our intelligence that it does not rise. सनसेट भी जब होता है तब हमको उसके रिफ्लेक्शन दिखता है, सनसेट पहले ही हो गया रहता है. So that you have learned in the physics in the 12th standard की कुछ मिनट पहले ही सनसेट हो जाता है, एंड that is our reflection की जो हमको दिखता है. वैसे ही आपका होगा if you are having a prejudiced mind. So everything that you will see is in the negative manner. That will deceive नेस वहाँ पे आ जाएगा, या फिर लॉ भी आपको गलत लगेंगे, वो डॉक्ट्रिन भी आपको गलत लगेंगे. क्यों? बिकॉज यू आर हैविंग द सर्टन वाइन्स, सर्टन नोशंस है आपके माइंड में, वो सब बाजू में रखो. रीड द लॉ, रीड द डॉक्ट्रिन, you will have a right path. If you believe our senses only, we will accept all the notions of man. So अगर आप अपने सेंस, जैसे मैंने पहले कहा, खुद पे बिलीव करो कि yes, I can clear that examination as much I have learned, तब आप वो एग्जामिनेशन 50% पे क्यों ना हो, लेकिन आप पास करोगे. लेकिन हमेशा निगेटिव सोच रहे हो अगर आप, सो इट विल बी नॉट पॉसिबल टू क्लियर दैट एग्जाम. तो वही पेशेंट के बारे में भी होगा. अगर आप बायस हो पेशेंट के बारे में, अगर आपके पास निगेटिव इंफॉर्मेशन है, तो वो केस हिस्ट्री उसी डायरेक्शन से जाएगी एंड द पेशेंट विल नॉट गेट द क्योर. हेंस we have to believe our senses, we have to believe ourselves, so that we can treat the patient by following the proper rules. If the senses were invariable, the man would agree, but they are variable, and no man will agree in everything, but just man's observation differ, so different notions and theories will be established. We must try to get rid of prejudices that we have been born with and educated into, so that we can examine principles and doctrine of homeopathy and to seek to verify them. To explain these lines, I would like to give one example here. Suppose that patient is, yesterday we have discussed that patient is having the gastritis because that patient is having a stomach pain after the 30 minutes of meal. So which medicine you will give to that patient? Which probable medicine that you will prescribe to that patient? Anyone? Juhi is saying Lycopodium pulsatilla and Nux vomica. Okay. Anyone else?
Bryonia.
Bryonia. Okay. Anyone else?
Aconite.
Okay. Lishita is also saying aconite. So why aconite? Why pulsatilla? Why Lycopodium? Can anybody give me the reason? Why aconite? Why Bryonia? One reason? Why you said aconite, Bryonia or Nux vomica or pulsatilla?
Ma'am,
हाँ.
Ma'am, because if I am a physician and my patient is getting relief by giving that medicine, and the signs and symptoms are similar to that medicine. So that is the reason why I gave.
What signs and symptoms are present in the Nux vomica that matches with your patient? That is my question. On the basis of what? On the basis of which symptom you have selected Nux vomica? Because that patient is having a stomach pain. On the basis of that, you have selected Nux vomica? Juhi?
No, ma'am.
Then on which basis you have selected?
Yes, one side we can say that because the person is having stomach pain after 30 minutes, and that is why we are giving
that is your Nux vomica. Why aconite and why bryonia? Who said aconite and bryonia? Give me the just one symptom that matches with bryonia and aconite. Are you able to prescribe only on the basis of this one symptom?
No, ma'am.
No,
You
ma'am.
require at least 4 to 5 symptoms na, to select the medicine.
Yes, ma'am.
So if someone said pulsatilla, if someone said Nux vomica, aconite or bryonia, the patient is same, symptoms are same, but still you are having a different thinking. One said bryonia, one says pulsatilla. So that means you are having different in opinion. You are to look to that patient, it is different. You will never agree with one another. जिसने नक्स वोमिका कहा है वो पल्सेटिला पे एग्री नहीं होगा, जिसने एकोनाइट कहा है वो ब्रायोनिया पे एग्री नहीं होगा. करेक्ट?
Yes, ma'am.
Then how to get rid from this? अब ये कंफ्यूजन कैसे दूर करोगे आप? एक ही तो पेशेंट है बेचारा अपने पास आया है, उसको अगर आप 4 मेडिसिन देके परेशान करोगे, सो दैट इज तो पेशेंट भाग ही जाएगा. अब इसका कंफ्यूजन कैसे दूर करें? दिस इज द प्रेजुडाइजनेस, करेक्ट? कि पेट दुख रहा है इसलिए मैंने नक्स वोमिका दिया, वो बोल रहा है कि नहीं पेट दुख रहा है इसलिए मैंने पल्सेटिला दिया. दिस इज द प्रेजुडाइजनेस. Then how you became unprejudiced now? अब ये प्रेजुडाइजनेस आप कैसे खत्म करोगे? बोलो.
Ma'am, by considering totality of symptoms.
How you will make the totality on by 2 symptoms? What else you require to make a totality?
Peculiar and uncommon symptoms.
Yes, है उसमें?
And
है क्या? पीयूरे सिम्टम्स मिले आपको सिर्फ ये 2 ही सिम्टम में, 2 ही लाइन में?
No, ma'am.
नहीं मिले. So this is the prejudiceness.
No, ma'am.
We have to leave that prejudiceness. ये इतनी सारी अगर थिंकिंग आ रही है, कोई बोलता है पल्सेटिला दो, कोई बोलता है एकोनाइट दो, इससे ही हमको रीड होना है. दिस इज द प्रेजुडाइजनेस. हाउ टू गेट बिकेम अनप्रेजुडाइज हियर? क्या है इसमें वे? यू हैव टू आस्क द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक सिम्टम टू द पेशेंट. तो आपकी यहाँ पे गलती क्या हुई है? यू आर टेकिंग, क्या कर रहे हो आप यहाँ पे? यू आर नॉट टेकिंग द हिस्ट्री प्रॉपरली. You are not able to get the signs and symptoms from the patient. बराबर है?
Yes, ma'am.
You are
Yes,
not
ma'am.
taking the proper
Yes, ma'am.
totality. ये आपको कैसे समझा कि टोटालिटी चाहिए सिलेक्शन के लिए? ये कैसे समझा? हाँ मैम, आपने तो बताया, बोलो ऐसे. क्योंकि this is our principle. This is our way of the selection of medicine. In the last week only we have seen कि what is the whole and sole guide for the selection of medicine? That is the totality. So ये आपको पता है. This is our rule कि मुझे ये अपनी ऑथोरिटी हो गई ना कि टू फॉर द सिलेक्शन वी रिक्वायर द टोटलिटी. सो फॉर दैट टोटलिटी मेरे पास कितने सिम्टम्स है? सिर्फ 2 ही सिम्टम है और वो भी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक नहीं है, दे आर द कॉमन. देन हाउ इट इज हेल्पफुल टू सेलेक्ट द मेडिसिन? तो ये टोटलिटी है, ये एक ऑथोरिटी है, ये फिक्स थिंग है, इसलिए आप सिलेक्शन तक नहीं पहुंच पा रहे हो. एंड हेंस दे आर द डिफरेंट ओपिनियंस आ रहे हैं कि नहीं पल्सिटिलाई देंगे, नहीं यही देंगे. अगर आपको यहाँ पे सिम्टम्स मिल गए, इफ यू आर एबल टू फॉर्म द टोटलिटी, ये आपके सब ओपिनियंस गायब हो जाएंगे and then you will become unprejudiced. So what helps you here? Totality. Totality means what? Our fixed principle. हमारे ये rules अभी आपको काम में आए कि after taking the case we have to make the total of all the peculiar symptoms. So to get rid from prejudiceness we should require certain fixed rules, and that fixed rule will help you to find out the remedy. Ultimately this will helpful for the patient. अभी समझिए ये लाइन का अर्थ, फिर से मैं पढ़ती हूँ. इफ द सेंसेस वेयर इनवेरिएबल, जैसे आपके ओपिनियन अभी वेरी हो गए थे. नो टू मैन विल एग्री इन एवरीथिंग. आप कोई भी नहीं बोल रहे थे कि नहीं एकोनाइट ही है मेडिसिन. यू आर गिविंग द डिफरेंट मेडिसिन टू मी. इट फॉर जस्ट अ मैन्स ऑब्जर्वेशन डिफर, सो डिफरेंट नोशंस एंड थ्योरीज वर एस्टैब्लिश. बराबर है, आपका ऑब्जर्वेशन जो था वो डिफर हो गए थे. Only on the basis of 2 symptoms you are giving me the answer. अब क्या करना है हमको? We have to try to get rid from this prejudiceness. तो ये हमको अगर आपको यहीं पर रुकना है, you can give पहले विजिट में आप पल्सिटिला दोगे, दूसरे विजिट में आप उसको आइकोनाइट दे सकते हो, तीसरे विजिट में आप उसको लाइकोपोडियम दे सकते हो. बट दिस इज अ चीटिंग विद द पेशेंट. यह आपको अगर नहीं करना है, you have to get rid from the prejudiceness. आपको क्या करना है फिर? You have to be educated. You have to be examine the principles and doctrines of the homeopathy and verify them. और डॉक्टर केंट ऐसा नहीं बोल रहे कि yes you have to follow it. What he is saying, you can verify it and seek to verify them. आप उसको verify करो, you make the totality, select the medicine, see the result. So in this way this principle will help you or this will guide you properly. So ये आपको educate करेगा to get rid from this prejudiceness. समझा?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
If you cannot put aside your prejudices, the principle will be folly to you. अगर आप बोलोगे नहीं मैडम मैंने एक बार बोल दिया ना कि आइकोनाइट ही देना है, that means you are fixed, you are having a bias, you are having the fixed idea. ये आपको बाजू में रखना ही नहीं है. तो ये जो टोटलिटी ऑफ सिम्टम जो मैंने रूल बताया, so ये आपको कुछ काम में भी नहीं आएगा. So आप बोलोगे कि नहीं इसका कुछ काम नहीं है, that is folly to you, that is a foolishness to you. I will give the iconite only. लेकिन if you want to learn properly, if you want to give the justice to the patient, you will learn, you will educate with all the principle and then you will give the medicine. So that observer will be a true scientist. Scientist क्या करता है? He always find out the truth. आपने भी वही किया, आपने भी principle जानने की कोशिश की, and that's why he is only a true scientist. So after the few seconds, the meeting will over. Rejoin the meeting after 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, यहाँ तक समझा है?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
He perceives
Yes, ma'am.
in each individual affection nothing but change of state. तो ये true scientist बोला है उन्होंने physician को. क्यों? क्योंकि वो हमेशा क्या ढूंढते रहता है? That is the affection, individual affection, not only the affection, but the individual affection. हर एक का signs and symptoms वो note करते रहेगा. That means he is finding only the change of state. He will find only the signs and symptoms which are helpful to get the medicine.